today on the Business Spotlight interview, I've got Stefania Piccardo of the Namaste Deli in Aberdeen. Thank you for joining me, Stefania.
Thank you, Brenda. Nice to meet you.
So, yeah, very nice to meet you too. So, can you tell me and my viewers, tell me a bit about your business? What is it that you do?
Yes, so I am the PR marketing manager for Namaste Deli. Namaste Deli is an innovative Indian restaurant in Aberdeen, in the heart of the city center, in 64 Bridge Street, for those who don't know. Basically, we try to be different from other Indian restaurants, because there are so many Indian restaurants actually in Aberdeen and in UK. So we want to differentiate ourselves, not only with the food, how we cook it, because we cook every dish separately, with the spices, obviously, but we want to make every dish unique to each and every customer that comes in and join us in this journey to India, basically. We want to bring the real taste of India to Aberdeen. We also do cooking classes, cocktail classes, and workshops like wine and whiskey workshops. We have got a big space, very posh and elegant venue that we want to use for events. So we have run actually lots of corporate events already with oil and gas and charities. We also do fundraising events and lots of stuff actually going on, and team buildings as well for those who are interested in that.
Sounds fantastic. So how long have you been doing that?
So we have been open since July 2018. It has been a long journey and a steep learning curve, as you can imagine.
So yeah, I started my business around the same time. So I guess you weren't planning for COVID a year and a half into your business journey.
Of course not. Unfortunately, I think nobody was planning for that.
So how did I mean a lot of hospitality venues, restaurants and bars and things didn't survive that difficult time. How did you guys what did you do to make sure that you got through it?
Yes, so it was a very challenging time, obviously, for the hospitality sector, but I think we managed to survive thanks to the government funds, first of all, and also we started takeaways and deliveries, which were very profitable actually at the time, because people were staying at home. And also I think it was down to our vision and determination and the hard work to keep the business open and really going and for our customers, because we already had built a very strong and good regular customer base, and we also didn't want to disappoint obviously the customer, and wanted to be committed to the business.
Yeah, fantastic. So what's your role in the business then?
So my role is mostly marketing. So I deal with the social media, blog posts, collaborations. I go to networking events, and I basically need to find basically collaborations for the business. So partnerships or brainstorm new ideas with the management. So everything to do with marketing, digital marketing, and promotion, building the brand from scratch. So it has been really, really hard work, but also fun. And yeah, I mean, I'm very enthusiastic about the business and the position. So
Are you an employee or are you one of the owners?
I am one of the owners, yes, and employee as well at the same time.
Yeah.
It feels like both.
So yeah, so What was your journey to business ownership then? Have you had businesses before? Had you always wanted to have a business?
No, actually, I didn't have a business before. So the other owner is my husband. Basically, he's Indian, and his ambition was always to have an Indian restaurant. Actually, because he wanted to replicate. The same taste of the food that he used to eat at home, cooked by his mom, and that's what we actually do and want to do. So that's our ambition, our vision. We have got amazing chefs behind the kitchen doors. Who share our vision as well, and they work really hard to give the best authentic traditional Indian food each and every time to each and every customer every time they come in. So yes, I mean, it all started because we used to eat out lots of, we are like foodies in a way, and so my husband couldn't find the same taste of the food that he would eat at home, and that's why he started to build the Namaste Deli from scratch.
Fantastic. And so for both of you, this is your first business,
Yes.
built from scratch.
Yeah.
So what are the challenges that you've faced then over the last 5 years or so?
So obviously when we started, it's been a very steep learning curve as employers, because we didn't know anything. We were been employees for other companies until that point, and we found ourselves on the other side, basically.
Yes.
Being employers. Which is not easy, obviously, because people may think, oh yeah, you are bossing everybody around, but that's not the case. Not at all. Actually, quite the opposite. You have to be, first of all, your own boss, and learn many new notions, many new elements. For example, train yourself in customer service, train the employees in customer service, train everyone, including yourselves, in food and hygiene, because obviously there are so many rules and regulations for restaurants, and health and safety in the kitchen, and making sure that the workplace is healthy and safe for everyone. Building an open culture, an open environment, being friendly and nice to the employees and everyone involved, and dealing with the employees in a fair manner as well. So we had to learn. These are some only bits and pieces, actually, of what we had to learn as employers, but it has been a very interesting journey for sure.
I totally understand where you're coming from. A lot of people that I talk to get into business because they didn't like being an employee. They could see how their managers or leaders, that they didn't do it well, and they get into business because they want to do it better themselves. But yes, it's a massive learning curve, and there's the regulatory part and the legal part, and the HR
administration. Yes.
Yeah, but then there's also the being a leader, being a manager, if you've not had a team below you before. So
yes, of course, yes. There are many pieces to the puzzle, actually. Yes, lots to learn.
How many staff do you have then?
So we have 10 staff, so 3 chefs and 6-7 people in the front of house. And then myself and my husband as owners, but also, as I said, I work in the marketing, and we step in if it's needed in the service section as well sometimes.
So who's been your biggest supporters then? Because I know that you can't. It's very difficult to do it all on your own. So who's supported you through this journey?
Well, I would say that we have learned a lot from Business Gateway, for sure. So that they have the free coaching workshops, which are amazing. So a big shout out to them. I have to say, and as I said before, government funds as well, it has helped us a lot financially, and we had to train ourselves as well on our own. So I did a digital marketing course, for example. I also have a master in corporate communications from Robert Gordon, but I think it was probably a bit outdated because I took it 20 years ago. There wasn't digital marketing
Oh,
at that time.
communication very different now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, so I had to learn. So I put myself on the RGU course as well on the digital marketing, and that was really, really helpful for running the social media and SEO and website and everything else.
So what do you think are the biggest opportunities for the restaurant industry going forward? You know, we've been through a difficult time, but what does the future look like?
I know there's a lot going on actually with our Union Street, revitalize Aberdeen. So hopefully it will pick up and we can manage to build together with the help of the council and the government as well, and make it the hospitality sector flourish again. But as far as we are concerned, I think we want to move forward and in the next 5 years, possibly have other branches of Namaste Delhi around Scotland or around UK. That would be amazing. Obviously, we are working hard to keep this one open and flourish first. But we have ambitions for the future as well.
I love to hear it. Big ambitions. That's what we want to see. So, what do you see as the challenges then facing you in the future?
Well, for sure there will be challenges. Lots of challenges. But hopefully, I mean, with determination and hard work, we will manage to overcome the whatever comes to our way.
If you were going to start your business again, what would you do differently?
Yes, for sure, I would say we would start a strong marketing campaign even before opening our doors. I would do that, yes. And building a strong team before starting, because we had at the start, we opened the doors of the restaurant, we had to do everything ourselves, from cleaning to service to bar administration, really everything. We had only one person of the team joined us as a manager, but obviously we had to employ other people going on. But I would probably look for people before even starting and build a strong business plan and growth business growth plan for future. Yes, I would do that.
Yeah, two great pieces of advice then for anyone who's thinking of starting. Yeah,
Yes.
Start your marketing even before you open the doors.
Yes,
and build your
absolutely.
team before you open the doors. Yeah, I love that. So the team, we talk with an action coach. We talk about hiring people who are better than ourselves as the business owners. Have you done that? Have you got is that a strategy that you've adopted, hiring people that are have better skills than yourselves?
Not yet, actually. We have been training people as so far in customer service and food and hygiene, as I said, but they're really students at the moment. We got a new manager as well, but they haven't been really in hospitality. So that they don't know much about. I mean, the manager knows now because he has been with us for a year and more. But for other people, yes, we had to train.
There's an advantage to that also, because that means they don't have any bad habits from previous places they've worked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
So I asked this question to a lot of the people that I interview. What would be the best advice you would give to yourself when you were 18? If you could go back and give yourself some advice at 18 years old, what would you say?
I would say don't be put off by failure, because failure can be actually a stepping stone to something great. So it can have a positive side to it. So don't get upset at all about failure. It's just part of the process. And I don't believe in failure, actually. I just believe in experiences now. So yeah, you can obviously learn a lot from failure as well, and yeah, make your way in the world. Yes.
I love it. Yeah, you either win or you learn.
Yes.
Yes, you don't lose. I
It's
love
always
that.
a win, even when you fail in inverted commas, because yeah, as I said, I don't believe really in failure. So
Absolutely. Either do I. So yeah, I'm just going to ask one more. Thinking about yourself and your husband and working together, building a business. What have you learned about yourselves during the journey?
Ourselves as people, you mean, or as employers?
Well, whatever the learnings have been. Yeah.
Um, well, I would say that we have found new strengths, actually, new skills as people, as employers as well. For example, as I said before, I've learned a lot about digital marketing, how to communicate with employees, how to treat them fairly and in a friendly manner, how to build a positive workplace, an open culture. We pledge to be actually the best place to work in Aberdeen, hopefully. And to respect the work and life balance as well for ourselves and for our staff. So to make sure basically that we are all happy. I mean, working, hard working, obviously, but happy as well, and taking care of family and not forgetting our own life and private life, obviously.
I
So
love
we have
that.
learned a lot, yes.
Yeah. That's a great culture that you've built there then. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm a bit of a champion for women in business. You know, the numbers are terrible. There are only 1 in 3 entrepreneurs in the UK are female, and men are 5 times more likely to scale their business up to over $1 million in turnover than women are. So, because I've got a female business owner on the Zoom today, what do you think we can do to make a difference to those statistics?
Well, just be determined, I think. So lots of determination, lots of hard work, ambition, and stand your ground, even when people try to put you off because you're a woman, maybe. So stand your ground, and just follow your heart, follow what you want to do. And yeah, be strong and go for it. Yes.
I love it. Be strong and go for it.
Yeah.
Perfect. The perfect message to end the interview. Stefania, thank you so much for being with me on the Business
Thank
Spotlight.
you. Thank you for the opportunity. That's been lovely to meet you.
And you, thank you.